Success is on the gimpy dopamine. Doom, doom, doom. The next level. Rings about the devil. I want it all, my baby. Why is it saying upcoming? Sometimes YouTube be weird. Oh, man, I don't know what we're gonna do today. Oh, now it's no longer. There we go. Alright. We're just gonna watch some reruns, some drip videos. Not really doing much. Top 32, the
Next level, leagues above the devil. Flying higher than they said I would, they label me a rebel. Bogota barely as dope as me. Success the only thing that give me dopamine. A legend, the only thing that I'm supposed to be. Everything's the only thing that's owed to me. Yeah, I want it all, my baby. I didn't come to watch, I came to ball, my baby.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Drift Masters Championship. My name is Becky Evans and we are live on Red Bull TV and we are here at round 3 at the Power Park in Finland. Yes, drifting is a roller coaster and we've brought you right here. We have got an incredible top 32 coming up for you. We've had some adverse weather this morning, but we're ready to get the action going and the rain has finally stopped. So let's take a look at our calendar for this season so far.
Hey guys, did you know some drivers are ditching their car insurance and they're doing this instead?
We've had round 1 and 2 with Italy being cancelled and Spain throwing.
I am a man. I am the man in the relationship. That is 100% correct. What's funny is he's more emotional than I am. He's more emotional than I am. So much more nicer.
Ta-da.
Thank you, SP Tools. I think I saw the box.
I think we're done.
Yes, yes.
I think we're done. Cool, we just gotta load the car up now. At least we got the most important tool. There's a wall that we gotta ride in this round. This is the biggest hammer I own, so it's coming with us because chance we're gonna need it.
It's about to be destroyed, everything. Especially the rear this weekend. Do you think a bumper is gonna be coming back tomorrow?
Probably not. We're finished packing now, but unfortunately we don't have Daiki this weekend. Daiki is competing the same time at Bihoku, which is like 10 hours drive, right? Yes. He hasn't slept a wink since last night because he had car trouble, but it's fixed now, right? Yeah? He's going to sleep in the backseat of his friend's car while they're driving down tonight, while we're driving up to Ebisu. So we're going in separate directions, but I'm hoping for good results from both of us. So good luck this weekend, bro. Kyongare. Yeah, I'm definitely going to qualify. We got it this time.
Whole person, can you put that back, please?
Yep. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. We are at Ebisu Circuit for the unofficial practice day today. For us to kind of test out the car, get the gearing right, and everything ready for the official practice day tomorrow. There's not really much else to say, except we're going to go out there, do some driving, see how the car feels, and hope that all the hard work that we put in over the last week isn't for nothing. Looks like she doesn't want a tandem, so I'm just gonna follow behind this other guy then. Here we go. With him, but his car's so underpowered I caught up with him like so much. Very hard to chase him.
Time for the coat debate.
GR86
Who's the
is a
greatest
beautiful car.
cashbacker of all time? I earn 1.5% on finger paint just so you can touch the paint.
I got 3% on barbecue, too. That ain't the only thing that's getting smoked.
What'd you just say? Cash back like a pro with Chase Freedom Unlimited. How do you cash back?
So I bought a $500 bottle of Creative Rentis because it's the world's most popular fragrance, potentially.
I think I have a bent tie rod. Yeah, I think I bent the tie rod just then on entry. I'll come into the pits. I could talk about how good and comfortable I feel with the car and the course, but I think the footage does it justice. I think you can really tell there's a huge difference in how this car is handling now, and I cannot tell you how good it feels to be able to just put the car wherever I want it. Like, actually, it's so good. It's no longer frustrating to drive this thing. So I'm really stoked. I'm gonna go out there and have some fun. I've even been kind of like practicing a bit of tandem stuff, but with no like start lights or anything like that. It's a little hard to kind of get the jump right on the line. Also, I think what we're gonna do is have a different gearing for qualifying and a different gearing for tandems, just so we got a little bit more pep. But yeah, otherwise, we're gonna go out there, blow off 4 more tires, and then we should be good. That's crazy, 4 more tires for 4 laps. I don't want to think about that. Let's go. La 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 la.
wanted to test a little bit of a different entry, but then I also tested second gear in that last zone. It definitely needs to be third, so I'll stick to third and I'll do another good lap. Me and Mesmer are gonna do a tandem. Yeah, it's pretty easy. It's really good. I just need to watch my launch control. So it was super, like, Kekko, super dinero. He's got a lot of grip off the line, so I need like a proper countdown light to time it well. But otherwise, really good. Aste, okay. We are done with practice. Once again, I feel really good out there. I even started practicing tandem. I think tomorrow I might spend all of the FD official practice getting tandem practice in this car because it's just so different. The flashing point of like the throttle and how much you give it and like how the car reacts to it is so different with the 3.6 and the 10:1 compression ratio motor. It's a monster. So yeah, we're gonna bolt, nut check it. We're gonna service the car, obviously dump all the oils, change the oils, fresh liquid moly oils going in, and then we should be good.
New Boursin crumbles can top anything. Take your go-to recipes to a 10 with the savory, rich, and flavorful signature taste of Boursin. Now in an easy-to-use, creamy crumbled cheese.
can't tell you guys just how awesome it is to have access to all of this at the track. A proper working bench, plus every tool that we need to maintain this car. Massive thank you once again to SB Tools. We got to get under the car and we got to make sure that everything is nice and tight. We got American and metric here, so standard and metric, I guess, but we've got a lot of stuff to check. Make sure it's all tight, grab our socket and our wrench, and let's get it done. Yakiniku, we got some gyutang on there, which is beef tongue, and I think we had a really good day. By the way, this is Emma, everybody. Oh, thank you for the lemon. Nails girl. Can you do a little clap? Be hot for a celebration.
Oh, good.
Are you full? I don't know why, like, reminds me of like a T-Rex and like it's little. Sharing and subscribing. I will see you all in the next one. I don't even know if this camera's holding me, but it weighs like a ton and my arm's about to break, so I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Catch you in the next one, Simon. What else did I not watch? Oh yeah, forgot to watch this. Odie setting up his sim setup. Look at all those photos, man. I think he's gonna be the first sponsored, MOZA sponsored driver in F8. Because everything is usually Sim Magic when it comes to Formula Drift. Got the R's.
Holy moly, this thing's heavy. This thing is sturdy. I mean, it's heavy, but it's sturdy. Like, no lateral movement at all. Yeah, I can't wait to plug this thing in and give it a rip. Oh yeah, this thing's rad. Oh man, this thing is serious. This thing is heavy. Look at this thing.
That's the new model as well.
All right, so since I'm building this thing to train for drifting, the handbrake, this is one of the big pieces of the puzzle. We're definitely gonna need this set up properly. Sweet, so I'm gonna use their H pattern primarily because I drive H pattern cars. So nothing better than to practice on the same exact thing. Let's check this thing out. Nice. This feels awesome. I mean, the feeling is just good. It's so sturdy. This is really nice equipment all the way through from the H pattern shifter, the pedals, to the drive unit. I've driven on a lot of different sim equipment. This by far feels the sturdiest out of all of them.
So you thought that was cool?
I thought that was smooth. This is a heavy freaking shift knob too. You know, the weight of the shift knob has a lot to do with the way the car shifts. So I'm glad that they took the time to put little details in like that. That's perfect. You can see the quality throughout all the components, even down to the steering wheel quick release. This feels sturdy, just like the real thing in my race car.
Oh my god, I can't wait to get those pedals, man. That is my next purchase. I gotta upgrade from this R5 on the pedals. Interesting, he's gonna use the F booster for throttle.
Right here, you can pretty much fine tune exactly how much you want it to spin back, everything. The wheel speed, every single element of it. The M booster has its own settings, separate from the other pedals.
And if you hover over it, it tells you what it does, 30%.
So this is pretty much just like a factory setting right now.
Let's try that. I'm curious what the factory one is like.
Right there is where you'll be able to tweak it exactly how you want to get the feel that you want from the brake. And also when we get you the second one to set up as a throttle.
Okay, sick.
And see, this one has the presets.
Okay, sick.
GT, ONP, Rally.
Oh, it's softer. That's cool. Rally's probably most sports car.
Put it as a brake.
Most similar.
And obviously you can fine tune it to peak wherever you need it to peak or all that. And then it'll be
let's try Rally because that's a good baseline, right? And then we can...
For the shifter should be good.
Let's change the calibration of the handbrake. So right now it's about 50%. And that's in my car is where you would be at about 100 on wheel lockup.
Okay.
So we can do that right now. So let's see if that took. Yep, perfect. So I made it just very sensitive, but in real life, like if it's dialed well and you have aggressive pads, you don't need much effort to lock up the rear brakes. So basically, this is cool. This is what it would feel like in my car. All right, so this is the H pattern setup and the screen, and looks like it is exactly the same as the G-Force racing transmission that's in my car to hit reverse. Other than that, it's all pretty standard. So down, forward, perfect.
Yep.
Set your dial. All right, so we're checking out the throttle screen, and just like expected, it's linear, right? Because that's probably what most gamers expect it to be like. When you drive a car, you are under the assumption it's linear. The more you apply throttle, the more power you get. Well, in real life, like we all have different power bands in our motors, especially mine. It has nitrous, and the nitrous parameter is really triggered by throttle position in my car. 75% throttle or more is when the nitrous kicks on. So for the simulator to feel like my car, You want the motor to feel a little doggy, not as powerful, under 75% throttle. And as you get into 75% or more, that's where I'm gonna really get the throttle to be very responsive. And that's gonna kind of mimic the nitrous kicking on, the nitrous window in my race car on the simulator. So we're gonna do exactly that. All right, so here's the screen, and you have some, pretty cool pre-selects. It was linear to begin with. Progressive, that actually works okay. But for me, 75% throttle is right where the power is gonna really come in. So we're gonna drag this down, kind of make it a little numb, which is kind of what it really is inside while I'm driving my car. This is how the throttle behaves as you get into it. About 75%, it gets really crazy. So we're gonna play with this a little bit more. It's gonna probably feel different driving this in, but this is a good start, something like this. So we're gonna go ahead and name this Audi S14.2. That's kind of the nomenclature for that car because this is the second Pro S14 that we built.
Well, you could also tweak the pedal travel here.
Ooh, sick. Dude, there's so many things that you could adjust just in the brake pedal itself, though. That is, like, if you want to get very nerdy and make this feel exactly like your car, I think having all these to play with, you'll definitely be able to achieve.
So you could fine tune each color, and it'll change it like on the spot.
Nice.
So you can tune it however you want it.
Sick. Let's put the orange in it. Let's try that. All right. Signature.
Bam.
Force feedback, 100%, because in game we'll decrease it, like you said. Increase the force, we increase the game friction. Let's see how that does.
Come on, Odie, show us some drifting. Obviously, I know he's on the fence. I think Magic has a lot of drivers. Jimmy Q, a little bit as well. OG is gonna be Moses' first driver. First professional. I expected it. This is what I always say, understand the fundamentals of drifting, even if you're confident, you'll be able to drive. Obviously not perfectly yet, because there's some, adjustments you gotta do. Little man, it's about to start ripping it
So
on
we got
that
the
thing
force
for
feedback
hours.
turned on a lot. This is definitely too much, but I'm just curious what this MOZA unit can do. And this thing has got some serious torque. Like, it'll rip the steering wheel out of your hand. Holy moly. I have to just let go. Because yeah, it is a lot of freaking force. Yeah, I gotta change the throttle over speeding the rear wheels. Yeah, let's do that. It's cool to be able to overdo it and then back off. I'm getting the hang of it. This is freaking awesome. There's so much to adjust, and like I spent 10 minutes adjusting this stuff, and it is reacting so much to where I overcompensate for certain things and now I could back them down. This is good stuff.
That was awesome. Moses' first official driver. Odie Butchie. Okay. Now we got Simon Olsen.
So we're here, Orlando, round 3 of the season. Car is back together. Bumper took a serious damage in Atlanta, but Chris and the guys did a phenomenal job getting that back together, and Graffiti Graphics for wrapping it on such a short notice. We have a pretty crazy setup this weekend that we believe in. Right off the box, we're gonna go out hard. Weather is going to be changing throughout the day. We'll be playing with power delivery and all that. Other than that, had a good night of sleep. Been here since Monday, so trying to acclimatize to the weather, which has been all over the place. It's hot and it's also very humid, and for me that's no good, but just gotta stay hydrated and stay focused, and I think this should be a good one.
This is Orlando and the stage is set. This is also round 3 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship. As you can see, we have a packed parking lot, and that equates to a packed OSW, the Orlando Speed World.
That was Friday, practice day basically for us. Started decent with the first lap out. It was more of a safe lap from me. Went into the chase, did a first shakedown chase as well, and our game plan was to go from there. My second lead was probably the best run I've done the whole day, which was not perfect by any means, but it was as close to perfect that we've ever been with that car already on the second lap. Was very happy with that, but then the weather started changing, and from there all my problems started. We had a pretty good car the whole day throughout. The biggest problem for me was managing myself with the heat, the humidity, all the changes for the track, and I think a lot of the problems I had was not trusting the surface enough to be consistent grip. With that being said, we have had some heat issue with the car, so the guys are on to that now, trying to fix that. The plan is to come back fresh, in a better mindset, and fix all my issues that I had today, and we should be good from there. I'ma kick back when you fake back when you fake. Good morning. It's Saturday, that means competition day here at Orlando, and as you see, something behind here is missing, and that's the radiator. The radiator is over here. has been damaged after actually Atlanta, and we tried to fix it, but it was not properly working. Taking that out, we got a new one from Drift HQ this morning, so welding over the fabs to the new one and dumping it in, and it should be ready to go from that. As you can see, we are not running out of time, but we're trying to make it so we have plenty of time for practice, of course, because that's going to be very important for us. I think we should be good. Just get the new radiator back in, and from there it's just trying to do my thing and be comfortable behind the wheel and just push a little extra today because we're gonna need it.
And Ben Hobson. Simon Olsen running his own campaign, running his own vehicle, and seems to be working out. Learned a lot.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Learned a lot from Odie. I mean, suspension happens. You're going to pick things up through osmosis.
Simon Olsen leading in that Mark V Toyota Supra, initiates Ben Hobson back there quite a bit. Maybe give himself too much. Look at that left foot brake there from Simon Olsen. That front right coming to a halt. Now coming back into that power alley, transitioning through in that second. See a quick little junt into that second outside zone from Simon, and looks like Ben is just progressively gaining that ground in that chase position. Ben Hobson initiates Pennzoil Mustang RTR Spec 5. Whoa, man! Snaps into it, did not pay off. Now, he did salvage that. That could have easily gone south, literally down the course, but it does grip up. He works it back up. Tried to go for the gangster initiation, and now Ben Hobson, and he goes and overshoots it. Going to that second outside zone, Simon Olsen, he's front row in quite a fireworks show. Yeah. Simon Olsen gets the win unanimously. Ben Hobson knocked down 32. Check it out.
So, hello everyone. I want to show you the new suits from OMP. It fits super good. Don't even need a belt to have it tight and nice. It's custom color for my specific design. Looks super good, but other than that, it's also super comfortable to have on. One, because of the, quite honest, we got a little lucky. We didn't do any practice runs today because of the head gasket. The good thing, the car is now back in one piece. Everything is working like it should, so I'm not gonna treat it any different than I did before. We now have Odie, which is going to be a tough one. He's driving my whole car. So, but the good thing, I know that car. I know how it drives. I know his driving style. We have been teammates. So it's going to be interesting to see. I know that we got to tune it up the little extra now, but the track is also going to help us with that. There's now shade on the bank. It's going to be faster. The temperature is dropping. Sun is going down. So the whole track is going to be more gripped up, which is, I think, is going to be to our advantage. So let's see, it's going to be good fun at least.
Our next driver comes to us from Norway. He's back behind the wheel of his trusty Mark V Toyota Supra, flying the Norwegian flag. Let him know you're here on Kenda Tires. It is Simon Olsen. Names. We got Simon Olsen, Odie Bakshi's. Simon Olsen, once part of that Odie Bakshi's camp, now behind the wheel of his trusty Mark V Supra. Odie Bakshi's leading field suspension, GT radial, S15. He initiates. Odie 6 to the wall. Simon Olsen, a little delayed, failure to launch there. Odie Bakshi's little clutch kick attitude there. You saw, wasn't smooth. Simon Olsen, very shallow transition, shallow at all the angle. Looks like he might not be 100%. Might get a little Ricola here, maybe got a cough. Smooth that thing out. Let's see what Simon Olsen could do out front. He's got the clean air, mildly smoky air. Simon Olsen comes down the line. Inside initiation, so there it is. Simon in the lead. He's still struggling, and that gives Odie an opportunity to have good proximity. Because looks like Odie's got that horsepower on deck. He worked his, whoa, buddy! Odie Bakshis lunges forward. That's not where he wanted to be, but maybe on that transition, the car just ripped up. But Simon, he found that sweet spot on that second outside zone, but was that too little too late? And again,
it's the end of Orlando. Thank God. It's been a hot one, it's been a wet one, it's been a humid one, it's been a sweaty one, it's been a tricky one, it's been a tough one, it's been a fun one, a hectic one. It's been everything. The Florida throw everything at us. Overall, with Odie in top 16. To break it down, my chase, I definitely need to work on the timing a little bit there on entry. There's not much to blame there. The car is phenomenal. We're making big progress with the car. It's very comfortable to drive. It's just finding the boundaries of it that I need to figure out as a driver. I don't want to blame that we had a lack of practice, but I sure think that has an effect to the situation that we were very, very, very limited with practice today. And also yesterday due to weather. Yeah, no practice today. The only runs I've done was top 32 and top 16. That's it. The most of the lead there was the whole bank was just rubbish. The rest I think was pretty good. I haven't fully go in depth on my run. Overall, Odie just did a better job of keeping the composure regardless of tapping the wall. He stayed in it. He fully committed. He didn't even take a 5 minutes, so kudos to that. Just go back and send it. That's baller. With all that, I'm just really looking forward to Jersey, which is one of my favorite tracks where I've shined. It was my breakthrough where I got my first podium. I feel very comfortable there. It's gonna be nice seeing the Naps and all those guys again. Yeah, it's just I like that track. And with the progress we're making with the team, with the car, with basically the whole program, I feel that I'm hungry for more.
Alright, that was it. Alright. Oh man, if everything goes well, I'll be seeing my favorite drivers at FD New Jersey. Hopefully everything goes well. If not, then next year, I guess. Let's get some drive-in before we head off to work. Oh, that was weird. Is the cable loose back here? Let's try that again. Okay, I guess it's just one of those weird days. Alright. They added a new FD car, Formula 3. Is it Dylan Hughes? I think it's Dylan Hughes' BMW. Yep, I was right. Saw that Hughes name right there. I was like, there's no one else with that name. Completed. It's doing this little weird glitchy thing that it does. There we go. Whew, look at that. That looks amazing. Royal purple. Alright. You guys already know what we drive. We are Mustang babies. Okay, so there's 5 drivers in there. Okay. Let's take this baby for a spin. have this. No. And the soundtrack playing in the background. Alrighty. Whew. I don't even know if I didn't hear it click. Got some people in English Town. I'm a little bit bored of English Town now. I do it too many times, but it is what it is. definitely on me right now. I hit the wall. That just broke me down. Oh, that was definitely off me back. Oh man, watching the stream. I gotta get to work. Oh my god. I am sweating bullets. Alright. My stream is on live. Okay, there we go. Okay. We'll stream again tomorrow. Alright, now I gotta get to work. Otherwise, my wife is gonna kill me. Appreciate y'all for watching.